Welcome back to. Hold up. I think it's gonna work. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of The Umbrella Academy. This is what's wrong. Everything's wrong. We're gonna start over. Welcome back to another episode of The Umbrella Academy. This is season 1, episode 4, Man on the Moon. Not sure what that's gonna be about. Well, I do. It's probably gonna be about Luther, I feel like. Since last episode, Um, we ended with him sort of hulking out, basically, and he's also literally the man on the moon. So I hope we learn a bit more about that. Um, they, Cha-Cha and Hazel abducted Klaus after they raided the mansion because they were trying to get to Five, and Five is off on some bullshit with Maritek. Um, Diego killed the wife, the mom. I don't know if she had a name to be honest, but mom got deactivated, and we also ended with Vanya going over to that her student's house. So I'm not sure we're going. So you know what I'm saying? So let's just get into the episode. Um, sir,
I'm ready. But,
that outfit though.
yes.
Was this like one day, or did they leave him alone for a while? What?
The two guys last night, the ones with the masks, they did this to her. It has to do with Five somehow. I mean, they were looking for him.
Diego,
Oh,
the level of miscommunication, lack of communication, it's terrible.
Thank you for listening. Sorry I kept you up so late.
I really
Doing
like
it
this guy
again.
now, but I also
Force of
just,
habit.
now that I like him, I feel like he's
When
gonna
I was
be
a
a
kid, I
bad
felt
guy.
like I'd apologize for even breathing.
Because,
Tell me about it. I don't think my dad. We never got to have our last one.
Yeah, I love that.
okay,
Perfect.
I hope I don't come to dislike my
Wow.
decision to like this dude.
Good luck.
Regret, that's the word.
Number 5, where is he?
Bruh, boy,
Is that a...
Yep. Oh, come on. So parched.
you're at Vanya's place? Excuse me?
Vanya?
Not you just roaming around the house. Jeez, what'd you think? The door was open. Bitch.
Allison, wait. Kind of embarrassing. I had to use the restroom.
No.
If you don't mind
No.
me asking. Why are you here?
Excuse me?
It's nice seeing you.
God, the way
guess
he
I'll just
he started down
drop
here,
these off to Vanya at
I
rehearsal.
went to
You know what?
liking him,
I'll take the keys to her.
and now he's back down to.
Sure.
He's even worse now, because now he's
Whatever's
done something
easiest.
weird.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
God, Five, what the
One
fuck?
chance. That's all you've got.
I've got a list, a waiting list,
The
probably
way he
20
just.
buyers.
So the serial number I told you.
Could have fallen.
We can have a conversation. We're adults.
Okay, you want more?
No!
Klaus, Jesus.
Stop!
This is actually good for him. So, do they know that this is important?
Sprinkles. Maybe I just hate donuts. Why are we here again?
Refill?
God, yes, please. Thank you.
Not these two. Not the pill. Oh,
Gotta know. Watching your brother take for granted everything you lost,
I'm pissing it all away.
Good. Smack some sense into him, Ben. He said, get your life together. Period.
To use the bathroom, like he said?
Girl!
Or to creep around,
He wouldn't.
rifle through your stuff, maybe steal something. I mean, jerk off on your Mr. Snuggles teddy bear.
No, stop.
Look, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but
Yeah,
sometimes
Allison,
men
good
are
job.
unredeemable shit.
I mean, it's the
I
problem.
know it's weird.
'Cause you like
we
him.
only knew each other for a few days, but...
3 more hours.
No! Don't leave me. No way. Dad!
Girl.
I have reason to believe 2 wanted criminals are in this motel.
Just 2?
How does she know?
I'm gonna need to take a look around.
How does she know this specific one?
This is a pay.
Drop his
Do you
ass.
have any idea how many people I have killed? No. I'm the 4 frickin' horsemen. The apocalypse is coming.
Drop his ass on the pavement. Come on, Klaus.
Control them. Learn their secrets. Try to talk to her.
What's your name?
Zoya Popova.
Oh, that's a lovely name. And can you tell me what happened?
What happened is if you don't shut up, I'm gonna cut your tongue out with a grapefruit spoon.
Zoya Popova. What did he say?
Zoya Popova?
Short, with a limp.
Do you have sweatpants? We are going to need sweatpants.
I don't like this.
From Leonard?
Why can't he just fucking say that? Why does he have to be creepy
I
about it?
like you, and I'm not sorry.
Why does he have to be creepy about it? He could have just said, I'm leaving flowers for her because I like her. But you'd be like, I had to go to the bathroom. It's right there.
Hey, do you want to get breakfast tomorrow?
No!
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
he
I
doing
like
in the
that.
sink? Picking fingernails off a dead body?
I'll talk to you in the morning.
What the fuck's he doing? I know he's doing something creepy. Did he throw out all her pills? He stole her pills? But why?
他带我到寺庙，
Look at all these
看
people!
我的喉咙，看着我血流不止。
Which one are you, Cha-Cha or Hazel?
Hazel.
Jan Mueller, remember him? Swiss Alps. Him and his wife were coming back from a ski trip.
Good job, Klaus.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Sit.
The ghost.
We're such a great...
No. No. Diego's had his own things to deal with. No, don't go in there. Shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I would go in the window. Oh. I want her to be found, but also
I thought we were in this together.
I'm afraid Patch is gonna
For the
die.
long haul.
Eudora.
We are.
Shh. Shh. Klaus, be quiet. Klaus, be quiet. Klaus, be quiet. Fuck!
Police!
Oh, take the tape off. Take the tape off. You know there's
Hands
two.
behind your head, asshole.
Okay. Just don't shoot.
God. Tell her there's 2 of them. Tell her there's 2 of them. Girl. Close. Not. Why Klaus? Please. Please. You better not. It's gonna be the fucking dude just saying, hey, you got a message.
You throw another one of those goddamn knives at me. I'm pressing charges.
This is love, it last. Heaven knows.
so upset by that. Okay, well, I really like that episode. The way that my brain is empty right now after I saw that episode. I had talking points. I did, I swear.
I believe that we're destined
Michael.
to succeed.
So we start with the flashback of Luther, kind of seeing how we still don't know anything really about how it happened, but we know that he was basically on his deathbed and he got some sort of serum injected to him, which made him into were Luther. Diego still didn't tell them after all this shit that he killed the mom, so they assume that it's part of that shit. Like I said, the main thing that I've noticed in this series is a lack of communication, and I understand we're unpacking that little by little, how because of the mistreating as a child and just the whole almost power dynamics. I mean, they're giving numbers, and it feels like the numbers are actually based on sort of a hierarchy, even, especially with Diego and Luther. Sort of, that seems to be a big point of contention there, is their numbering system. So obviously they're pitted against each other, so that's just also negative towards their relationship with each other. But my point is the big theme, or a big part of this series, is just learning to trust each other again, learning to be a family again, and putting trust in each other, talking with each other. So that happened a lot during this episode. Diego not telling them about Grace. Now we have Allison and Luther having a little tiff. Before Luther was going all for Allison, and now she's trying to go for him, and he's like, "No, I'm a monster," or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with him, to be honest. Freaking Leonard's a weirdo. Okay, so what we know about Leonard. For some reason, he wants her off the medication. It's an anxiety medication from what she said, so I don't know what his plan is. I don't know. I feel like he's got to be some sort of supervillain. Like, I don't think it's just creepy stalker boyfriend. I think it's like he's trying to make her into something, or, because I don't know. I just don't get why. Is he trying to make her uncover her powers or something? Like, I feel like the pills have something to do with why she hasn't gotten powers all this time, because she said she's had them since she was a child. So I feel like it was some sort of suppressant or something. But what are his motivations for doing this? You know. But I'm glad I called him from the beginning. I did kind of flip flop a little bit during this episode, but the first time we saw him, I knew he was a fucking creepo. So I'm glad at least I got that out of the way. I really like Klaus this episode. He's not been one of my favorites, but I think this episode really did a lot for him in my eyes to get on that path. I think it was last episode, I want to see him recover and actually explore his abilities, use them in a good way, and get past all his fears and stuff. So I think the dad, I can't, what's the word? The dad did terrible things to the children. I'm not going to dispute that. That's not what I'm here to say. What I'm saying is, I think the dad had the right idea, in that if you can't overcome your fear, you won't be able to use your powers effectively. That was the only thing I agreed with. The methods, no. Not locking a kid in a cemetery for hours on end. Not me. So, I'm glad that Ben is helping him along this path of discovering his powers and discovering ways to use them and getting over his fear of the ghosts. What I don't like, so all those positives for Klaus, like, really shot up to top 3 characters. Maybe, I don't know what my rankings are right now. I'd say Allison's still pretty up there in top 3. Diego just consistently is just a wave of emotions. Luther, he's kind of going down right now because of all his bullshit. So I think there's room in there for Klaus. Because I know Vanya's definitely up there. Um, but yeah, my point is, the only thing I didn't like about this episode was the end there when he got freed by Eudora Patch. Um, he didn't. He, I'm not saying he could have done anything to change the outcome. I don't think he has any fighting abilities. I'm pretty sure they were all trained in martial combat and stuff, but I don't think he would have changed the tide if he had his head in the game or anything. But all I wanted him to do was tell her there's another person, because all she was expecting was this one dude coming out the bathroom. If he just said there's two of them, she would have been more open. She might have still gotten killed. I'm not disputing that, but it just makes him feel like more of a coward now, which is in his character. I can't fault him for that. It's just unfortunate because like I said, I'm really growing on his character, but then here he goes again, looking out for himself. He's just running away immediately as soon as he gets saved, instead of trying to help. Um, so another character flaw. I'm not saying that I dislike him now because of that. Um, it just sucks to see, kind of thing. So we have that. Okay, so the two we got to talk about Cha-Cha and Hazel. So they get the information that Meritech is involved. They go to burn it down, and then they have the scene at the donut place later. My question is, do they know about the apocalypse and everything? Because the way they were talking, I couldn't tell if they were like, "What is up with this whole, what apocalypse? Ha ha ha," or was it like, "Is he serious?" I think it's just I need to know more about who we don't know what agency they work for. They have some sort of teleportation briefcase, so it's not going to be correct. If it's correct, I'd be surprised. But like the only thing I could think of is somehow this agency got a hold of Five in the past, used him for whatever, maybe even the future. They got him in the future, maybe. Did experiments on him, synthesized his power base basically, and now they're tying up loose ends. But then again, they were like, he's trying to rewrite history. I don't know. If I am supposed to know something about what's going on with them, let me know. Anything concrete so far, these first 4 episodes. But literally, my mind is blank. I don't know why these people want Five, to be honest. But yeah, they obviously have some sort of access to his power. Hazel is having a crisis of conscience regarding everything they're doing. I don't know. My other crackpot theory is that they're ex Umbrella Academy people as well, but they're a bit older than the other group, so I don't know. I don't know. I really have no idea what's up with them, but they're becoming more compelling to me. Like I said, I really like the dynamics this episode between the two brothers and the two sisters. Allison and Vanya, much more so, are becoming close and bridging that divide that I've been talking about, the lack of communication. Whereas Luther and Diego, they made some headway this episode. By the end of it, they made a little bit of steps of, okay, let's reconcile somewhat, but there's still a lot of animosity there that needs to be resolved, and I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's hard because Diego is he's such a trigger happy person. I feel like he likes to get into fights, and he's got this scrappy underdog kind of mentality to him, where he wants to prove himself to everybody. And I feel like Luther doesn't really care as much. Luther feels betrayed because he felt abandoned by everyone, whereas Diego feels like he has to prove himself to everyone, and he's got this very much loner attitude. This, if I can't do anything for myself, then you know he's got to be the savior. And I know Luther has that complex as well because he it's for the opposite reasons though. He stayed behind because it was his duty. He felt like he had to do that. I don't know what I'm saying, but I just think there's a lot of interesting discussions this episode with those two characters, and I feel like they clash a lot because of their personalities. Um, I, but yeah, just Diego in general. I'm just a roller coaster of my feelings towards him because he is at times a really compelling character and really has some great moments, but then at the other times he just does stupid shit that I'm just like, why? Why can't you just be be a part of the team? He's always doing some random stuff by himself. Um, yeah, next episode I know is title number 5, I believe. So we'll probably get more of him. Obviously he was MIA for a lot of this episode for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm still waiting on. I feel like I know 5 well enough, but I'm waiting on him not being an asshole so I can like see see some redeemable parts of him. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, that is kind of just his character. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Again, if I'm supposed to know anything about Hazel and Cha Cha besides, you know, what do we know about these two characters that is concrete? Because right now I have a lot of inferences. I have a lot of ideas about who they are, but I don't know anything like, okay, this is who they are. Um, so if I am supposed to know something like that, let me know. If I'm not, just tell me. Be patient because I need to know. They're very compelling characters right now. Anyways, oh, so sad that freaking Eudora died. I knew she was gonna die. Like that, as smart and as capable as she is, going into that situation, she was outmatched. You know, um, so it sucks to see, but hopefully I going back to Diego, I don't think it's going to motivate him in a positive way. I think it's going to actually ruin him more. Um, I feel like it's going to prove his point that he has to work alone because he's going to get other people hurt. It's gonna prove his point that he can't work with his family because if he didn't go off with Luther and 5, he would have been there on time to help her out. I feel like that's the kind of thought process he's going to have instead of cherishing the time he has, kind of thing. I just feel like he's going to take the wrong message out of her death. But yeah, I've talked enough. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next episode. I should actually get my finger on the stop button. Bye.